Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night Smackdown and AEW Rampage review. I missed Rampage. Thankfully, it felt good that not having to really watch Rampage on ton, or it's not even like I really give a fuck when the show is on. I basically just use it as background noise and shit like that whenever I'm home on Friday night and whatever. It was great that it happened. But it's like, who the fuck's gonna really waste their time when before SmackDown to try to watch it? I forgot that. I forgot. I was like home. I came home and I forgot. I literally just basically played some NW2 instead. By the way, MW2 is fucking amazing. If you guys want me to play some MW2 on this channel, which I definitely would love to when I had the time, I would. Right when I got home, I basically just freaking play some NW2 and just like, hell yeah, it was freaking... I love the update. I love that Dome is back. I love Infected is back. It gave me some NW3 vibes and shit. I liked NW3. NW3 was actually my first Modern Warfare game or Call of Duty game, along with Black Ops, the original Black Ops, and shit like that. Then I played Black Ops 2. I do have Black Ops 3 as well. Yeah, I'll probably know if you've seen, like I did play one time. Definitely would love to play some Modern Warfare on this channel. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know. So I was playing that while Rampage was on. I forgot that was happening. SmackDown happened. It felt like like usual, just like a usual SmackDown. It just makes me like, come on, just fucking cancel Rampage. There's no need for it anymore. So SmackDown, it just felt like a usual SmackDown. I'll be honest with you, it really did. Didn't really feel like much happened for like a go home show. Like, man, I can't wait for tomorrow. It's just like, okay. So like apparently the show's gonna happen in the same arena when SmackDown's gonna be at, and they already had the Elimination Chamber structure on the roof and whatever. I don't know, like heck, like for funnest thing, like it would honestly. It's just like, fuck, I would rather, honestly, an Elimination Chamber match up on a SmackDown. It would be something different. It would be kind of cool. Imagine an Elimination Chamber match on a SmackDown. Like, it would kind of be good for a change. And not just that, like, just two matches the same night is really going to hurt. I would think so. And not just that, it's like, at least you wouldn't have to have a chamber match on a show that needs to have a chamber match. You know what I mean? It would be nice if, like, Elimination Chamber could happen at any time. Which, like, back in the day, But whatever, it is what it is. But I mean, the thing is, like, who the fuck wants to see a chamber match nowadays when literally it looks like soft fucking shit? It literally looks like fucking... Like, people complain that, oh, it's because, safety, and apparently, like, there's multiple reasons. I don't give a shit it's because of safe. Listen, of course I want the wrestlers to be safe. Then why even keep the match then? If it's a dangerous match, then why even keep it? Second, you're cheapening the match. Like, the match is hyped up as being dangerous. So why shouldn't it be dangerous then? And third, apparently one of the reasons why it got replaced is because freaking it was like hard to put in some certain arenas. If that's the case then why did that cost like the steel padding, that why do you gotta... I mean, apparently, like, if it's, like, what I'm guessing is, like, how it's, like, freaking, held, right? That's basically one of the things, like, how it's held, or, like, if it has to be rectangle, then fine. Why you have to get rid of the steel fucking padding? Whatever. I don't know, just my opinion. Well, yeah, all I have to say that no matter what, I wouldn't really think about it. I would not want to see a modern fucking chamber match because it's fucking kind of terrible modern day. You know what I mean? So there you go. Anyways, let's talk about freaking Rampage for you. Let's talk about Rampage quick because that was on like earlier, and we're just gonna get through this shit because I don't fucking care. So the show started with the Elite versus Top Flight and AR Fox. They basically the Elite won. It's just basically the same match we've seen, whatever. I mean, I didn't even watch it. I don't care. After the match, the lights goes out. Oh, it's House of Black. Oh my god, they're gonna face Elite. I don't give a fuck. apparently it's too early. I don't give a fuck how, like, what's the story anyways for this match, you know? Who cares? Wheeler Yuta challenges his former best friend Orange Cassidy for the All-Atlantic title, and I don't care. Jade Cargill defeated Vix, whatever, some bitch that no one fucking knows. Ricky Starks defeated Daniel Garcia, no one fucking cares. There will be a tag team battle royal on Dynamite, and the winner joining the Guns, and they claim that's, like, mentioned in my AEW review, stupid battle royal, and the main event was Dustin Rhodes defeating Swerve Strickland by disqualification after Parker interfered or whatever. After the match, Keith Lee returned and he attacked Swerve Strickland and his cronies or whatever. So overall, who gives a shit about this show? I couldn't even give a shit about something. Oh, Keith Lee returned or whatever. Who cares? Show started. I thought, like, oh yeah, like, speaking of playing Modern Warfare 2, it's like, oh my god, like, I realized it was 804. I don't know, funny thing about 804 is, like, I remember every time when I was, like, little, sometimes, like, there was, like, be some times that I remember, oh, it's 804, I gotta watch SmackDown. 804 would be, like, would be the grand timing of SmackDown for me. I don't know, it's, like, reminiscent to that. Like, 804, holy shit, SmackDown is on. And then, like, oh shit, I'm missing, oh yeah, wow, SmackDown. I mean, it's not like fucking, you know, who gives a shit if I was to miss SmackDown, you know, or miss a little bit of SmackDown. And I was kind of right, because, like, literally the show started with Diva shit. I'm telling you, this is how you're not going to get good ratings for the first hour. I'm sorry, they're like, the channel changing. No one cares about women's goddamn wrestling. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Have you seen fucking Raw's ratings of 1.8? Not just, but yeah, like, I'm guessing the show started with a video package. I didn't see it, but yeah, because, like, then that's when the Divas shit happened or whatever. First match, I believe, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, they defeated the Natty Night Fart and Shits Blackheart. No one fucking cares about Shits. I'm glad they lost. After that, what happened after that? Okay. Yeah, basically that's like I basically went back to playing MW2 during that because like I was finishing a match. So then after that, the shit row was on. They were rapping. They did like, oh, you know, we mentioned, oh, like they mentioned something about freaking the Montreal Screwjob, you know, all that. They were bad mouthing Montreal. It actually wasn't too terrible. I guess it works that, you know, oh, they're the group that, you know, they basically heels, they crap on shit and they get beat up type of deal. I guess it's kind of like the Acclaim, but it's like they're the ones that should be jobbers and shit. And I wouldn't mind that. Like, hey, they're the black people, they basically rap, but they get beat up. I wouldn't mind. And honestly, it's kind of so they got cut off. Bray Wyatt appears along with Uncle Howdy. I thought he's Uncle Howdy, you know, because he said he's Uncle Howdy one promo. I will say this about Uncle Howdy. I can definitely confirm. I gotta say this. I can tell by the face. I don't know, in some weird way, I believe definitely what I saw with Uncle Howdy, that's gotta be Bo Dallas. It looked like it was Bo Dallas under that mask. So I could tell in some sort of way it might have been Bo Dallas. So freaking Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. Yeah, so they attacked Shit Row. He says, "You're welcome, Montreal," or "You're welcome, Montreal." And then Wyatt goes on to say that, you know, now I have to control myself and control my family. I'm gonna be the first to tell it tomorrow night, Elimination Chamber, Brock Lesnar or Bobby Lashley. Whoever you should run. So instead of getting Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, which I know I did not mention this. So for some reason, WWE is not doing Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. I don't mind. I was thinking, like, what would they do? Like, realistically, if they're gonna do this match in Elimination Chamber, what would they do with Lesnar or whatever? I do think like this match should, Or, like, I mean, what they're going to do with Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. What's better is, honestly, they should, like, have their match at WrestleMania instead. But I guess because, you know, Lesnar currently lives in Canada and shit like that. I mean, they could have always done something with leads to a main match at Mania. I don't know. But it's like, I also was thinking at least, or what they might have done, they might have done some bullshit where maybe Lashley faces somebody. And I actually was thinking that maybe, wow, they might actually fucking have him, like, because you know those rumors that Stone Cold coming back? They might actually do that match with him and Stone Cold. And I'm starting to think that right now, because apparently, what I'm thinking might happen now, honestly, I don't even think this will work. First of all, I do think this is kind of retarded. I'm not really a fan of this idea. I know Smark's like, oh my god, the idea of maybe Lashley winning and Hurt Business versus Uncle Howdy and Wyatt. First of all, here's why I wouldn't really support that, especially right now. I'm sorry, and I know I haven't made this video yet. I was going to make a video about Wyatt. I'm sorry. It's like every time they do something with Bray Wyatt, they ruin him. Wanna know why? Because look what happened in the Royal Rumble match. Look at what happened in the Royal Rumble with Wyatt. That fucking match killed the momentum you already done with Bray Wyatt. And it just fucking ruined him. So why should I care about anything Wyatt does? It's gonna be a fucking goof. He just makes a product placement that pretends he's scary. And that's kind of still... I'm gonna get that now. So really, guys like fucking Bobby Lashley and Lesnar, whether if they win or whoever wins or whatever, they're gonna be fucking scared of Uncle Howdy and Brock Lesnar. And we should believe that Bray Wyatt to beat one of them at WrestleMania? When they're the legit two big, badass motherfuckers. And we're supposed to believe that... First of all, remember when fucking people were disappointed that Wyatt versus Lesnar did not happen years ago? Is that what's going to happen now? And you want Wyatt to beat Lesnar? Get out of here. And especially, that was so stupid. Like, they eliminated him from the Rumble and and just became a handicap match, and fucking Wyatt didn't even do anything with Lesnar. But regardless, like, really? That's what's gonna happen at fucking... I don't even know what to say. I don't know, really. That's what's gonna happen at WrestleMania. One of them versus Wyatt at Mania. I'm sorry, but the Rumble thing has killed my interest of anything Wyatt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I still like Wyatt. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna be that intrigued. Especially, like, really, him versus one of these guys at Mania. What? I just felt like, first of all, wasn't that supposedly he was gonna face Wyatt at fucking? Wyatt supposed to face Uncle Howdy at Mania, or I don't know, at least somebody else, like. I don't know, some people now saying this might be Lashley. I mean, so that means, like, Lesnar's gonna... I don't fucking know. It's gonna... I just think it's not gonna... I don't think this is the match or should we get... I'll be honest with you. Especially not yet. Like, Hurt versus the House for Wyatt or something. Really? How is that? I don't think that's really that intriguing. I think that's just intriguing in a smart face. In my opinion. And again, what Lesnar's gonna do? Some people think now, oh, they might do Gunther versus Lesnar. I think that's kind of too early. And I think Gunther, like, obviously, I think the guy should be a future world champion, right? I think the match should only happen once when Gunther becomes a world champion first. Or maybe when he's going to be soon becoming a fucking future world champion. Because I do see him now that, you know what, he could be... definitely a future world champion, Gunther. I think I like what they're doing with him. But, like, really, they're going to do him versus Lesnar for the Intercontinental title at Mania? That's, like, one of the proposed matches that people want to see. I don't, like, first of all, like, aren't you guys going to complain that, why is Lesnar competing for the Intercontinental title or any title? Like, I think that's just a big step down for Lesnar, first of all. Because, like, why would you go after a mid-card title than a fucking world title, right? But second, so I think that's too early. What I would rather see with Gunther is definitely, like, the idea of him versus Sheamus. Heck, even adding McIntyre to become a triple threat. Obviously, my idea, I wouldn't mind, like, let's say McIntyre versus Solo. You can even do a fatal four-way, something. But I do think the idea should be at Mania. Sheamus versus Gunther in some way, shape, or form. And Sheamus wins the Intercontinental title. I think I'm liking that idea. I don't even like Smarks would actually not mind that idea. I would honestly see that match. That's what I want to see at Mania. Not really Lesnar and Gunter, not yet especially. So what I'm thinking, what's going to happen now, obviously Lesnar and Lashley should have just happened at Mania instead. But if they're not going to do that anymore now, then what's the most logical thing in my opinion, and that seems, but oh, why would you want to see that? Well, I mean, apparently they're contacting Austin again. That's probably like the match that might seemingly could happen, like Lesnar and Austin, honestly. I guess that's what could happen then. And that could already be a main event for night 1. Fuck the women main eventing and shit like that. That could already be a main event. If The Rock's not going to main event even night 2 or come back or whatever to face Roman and shit, that's what you could do. Night 1. And that would be already a big match for people to give a fuck about, you know? I don't know. That's how I see it. Unless they're going to probably do some bullshit where, like, who's really in the main roster to face, like, Lesnar? Like, really? I mean, you could say, sure, Gunter. But, like, Gunter is, like, kind of too early. I think it would be better for Gunter to face, like, a guy like Sheamus and McIntyre and shit like that. You know, in my opinion. I mean, whatever happens. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was definitely looking forward to the idea of Lesnar and Lashley at Mania instead. And, I mean, heck, if they were to do a rematch, would have been fine. Because that's why I assume it could even happen more logically. I mean, why would they do a match at the Chamber show? But whatever. Maybe the match would be great if there was to happen like a no disqualification match and shit with Lesnar and Lashley, like at Mania and shit. But it looks like that's not going to happen. I don't know. I just think this is kind of weird that they're doing that. I'll be honest with you. They're doing like Wyatt versus... I don't even think that idea is going to mesh well. I'll be honest with you. You know, Wyatt versus Lesnar or even Lashley, like, their styles, I don't even think it's going to mesh. And not just that, it's just like... I'm sorry, but you ruined Wyatt to the point that, like, what a joke he is. He's literally just a product placement matchup guy. He's all talk, no substance. You know, he's all about fucking talk like I'm the new face of fear. You know, Uncle Howdy. You know, I'm fear. I'm scary. And then he do some weird, goofy, gay shit fucking like that at the Rumble. Like, I was gonna give Wyatt a chance. And you fucking fucked him up. Yeah. I don't want to see Lesnar versus Wyatt. I don't want to see Lashley versus Wyatt. I'm sorry. I don't think that's intriguing. Who cares if the Hurt Business is involved? I just think that's fucking kind of dumb. I'm sorry. Like, why does Wyatt want to face... Again, what's the story anyways? Why does he want to face Lashley and Lesnar? What's the problem he has? He's just, I want to face, you know, whoever you should run. Like, why? What's the story for that? It's not like they interacted. Did we see Wyatt interacted with Lashley and Lesnar? Then we would have got something going. But no, it's not like they interacted with each other to lead to, like, wow, a foreshadowing to other match at Mania. Nothing. Like, it's just like, it's like, what's the point? It's not like they're fucking Undertaker with the streak or something. They're not world champion. I don't even know. Like, you know, if anything, like, it's not like fucking Lesnar, Lashley, they're the champs, and Wyatt's the Rumble winner. Like, to me, that's like the only logical idea. Like, that would shit make sense. This is none of that. It's just, I don't even know. It's like, you know, you're two alpha males. I'm gonna make you scared. Is that the story now? I'm gonna scare you, alpha males. I'm gonna scare you. I'm gonna scare you. I want to scare you, Lesnar, to your big titty wife. She's gonna give you the mommy milkers to make you feel good. But I'm gonna scare her too. I'm gonna scare you with your bearded butchers. Get the fuck. I'm gonna scare you, Lashley. I'm gonna scare you, big dick motherfucker. I want that big dick on my ass. Come give it to me. Cause that's very scary. Or I'm gonna rape you like the black people in prison. That's fucking me. I don't know what to tell you. Oh wow, Ariel Hawani's on Smackdown there. I don't know, he's just fucking annoying guy just on interviews wrestlers like, oh wow, yeah, hi, I'm here, like, shut up. I don't care. I don't know. He just fucking reminds me of that fucking stupid Sam Roberts guy, you know? I'm Sam. McIntyre, Sheamus defeat the Viking Raiders. This match was whatever. I don't know. This match was too long. I wasn't really intrigued of it because it's like, I don't care. Some people say we're good. It's like, whatever. I'm happy McIntyre, Sheamus won. I guess. But it's just like, whatever. I mean, it's not like, oh, because they're good people, they're good babyfaces. No, it's just like, what would the Viking Raiders do with this win anyways, you know? Who fucking cares? I think that they really haven't done anything with, like, to make people care about the Viking Raiders, so that's the problem, you know what I mean there? It's a darn shame, but it's like, whatever. They showed last week that Mysterio and the Santos Escobar guy was, they show respect for each other. I think that's kind of cool. I think they should definitely, with that analogy, they should show, like, you know, maybe Santos as a babyface. Maybe he could help, like, oh, you know, he's getting attacked by Dominic, the Judgment Day, and Karrion Kross. Maybe that would establish something with me, like an alliance. I would not mind that. I think that would be kind of cool. I think there's some promise with Santos Escobar. The guy is honestly way better than Andrade wishes he could be, because the guy can speak English. I like what they did with the Fatsman on NXT and shit. So I think this guy has some promise, you know. Obviously, the problem with this Karrion Kross Mysterio thing, it really makes no sense. Like, why does Karrion Kross hate Mysterio? Oh, because you're a bad father. Why? You see, what would have been a better idea, make this shit make sense, right? Why not? Like, if you're gonna do shit like this, if they're gonna feud, obviously it makes no sense. Like, why didn't Karrion Kross's quest was to fucking fight Roman too? Like, his time ticking, tick-tock, like, whatever. They have kind of ruined Karrion Kross, which is a darn fucking shame. But what I'm trying to say, so Karrion Kross, like, what would make this feud work is that maybe, like, you know, he respects Mysterio. You know, let me offer you my sisters against the Judgment Day since you've been getting a hard time and shit. And then he kind of feels disrespected, and Mysterio says, no, thank you. I don't know, in some weird way he gets disrespected. He feels that's disrespectful and shit, and that could have been the story already. And then he decides, you know what, how dare you, you know, you should fucking treat me with some respect, man. I'm giving you my, I'm trying to give my, some shit, I don't know. It would have been, would have made good, I mean, it would have been something, but, I don't know. She's like, you're a bad father, Ray. Because of you, I'll be a good father. He looks at Scarlett, you know. Hey, you know, apparently, like, backstage, like, behind the scenes, like, they're a great couple. They're good people. They're probably good parents. But apparently, no, because of you, I wouldn't want to be a father anymore. I mean, then how you gonna fucking enjoy some good sex for your fucking beautiful Scarlett? For God's sakes, trust me, the best sex is without fucking, you know, the lube. Okay, it's the truth. It's without the lube. It's without fucking whatever. Oh, how can I say? Grab your cold clothes. You're gonna see 5 minutes. Bitch go. Oh shit. All right, it's the truth, right? Come on. Without the lube, obviously don't. Without the birth control needed, I don't know. And then you been pooping. She'll be pooping babies for you. It'll be like, it's worth the sex, you know? It's good stuff. Hey, get your colas in the wine glass magnificently too, you know? Styles glass, whatever. You drink it, make it go, oh shit. That's the best kind. You know what I mean? But yeah, apparently the whole, you know, you're not a good father, Ray. I wouldn't want to be a father. You're a poor excuse of a father. Just leave or something. Do something about it. TikTok. I don't know. This makes no sense. Okay? I'm sorry. It kind of made no sense, like, why they're feuding. It's just, oh, you're a bad father. Why? I don't know. They could have done so much better Cross. It's also like they fucking ruined him. Like, what would make this feud even make more sense? Or like wow, I would kind of care. This is kind of going on for the time being. It's like, why not Karrion Kross? He, like, maybe, like, it's revealed he was the reason why Mysterio was not in the Rumble. He attacked Mysterio before joining in the match. He helped Dominic. That would also help add some heat to this feud, you know? And not just that, like, you know, maybe, like, I would have thought a way better match for the Intercon title. It'll be, like, Gunter versus Mysterio versus Karrion Kross. Should have been a triple threat tonight or something. I don't know, just my opinion. And I just think, I have to say this, why are they always trying to do these big matches and they're not doing it at the pay-per-view? Like, they're not, and I see this also with the fucking title matches. Why isn't the Intercontinental defended, even though it's against Madcap Moss? Why not at the pay-per-view even? Like, why not at least these matches at the pay-per-view if you're trying to build them? Like, why did... I get they're trying to maybe make some intriguing for SmackDown, which I appreciate. But it's like with the wrong matches. Like, we're supposed to be tending to care about Madcap Moss and whatever. Like, you can't do... Like, they don't do title matches. Like, they barely did the Intercontinental, which I'm happy they, like, they kind of like, they're kind of having the mid-card titles now on the fucking pay-per-view. Like, they're doing with US title, even though I don't give a shit, really. Like, why isn't at least, like, Gunther defending the Intercontinental title, like, with Mysterio and Karrion Kross, even, as a fucking triple threat? Something like that. Heck, even the Viking Raiders and Sheamus and McIntyre. They have some beef and whatever. You could have done that match at the pay-per-view, even though, I don't know, something. I don't know. Like, it seems like the supposed feuds we're supposed to care about is like they just apparently concluded SmackDown. We're only supposed to care about them because on SmackDown or whatever. Like, they had no ideas like how to build the things anymore. Because the pay-per-view should be the things that you build towards to. But whatever. It is what it is. Asuka defeats Liv Morgan by submission. I don't know, Nikki Cross, like, you know, I like to play or whatever. Like, what? I'm sorry, I don't get how people like it. Oh, she's cute! It's a cute gimmick! I like when she's acting all weird. That's because y'all motherfuckers are fucking weird. No wonder girls don't like you and shit. God damn. I don't know, Nanny Nightmare apparently returns or whatever, then fucking, I don't know, all the chamber people attacked each other, all Rollins and blah, 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 you know. All I care about was Liv Morgan's ass. Like, fucking A, her ass. Like, goddamn, that ass and shit. And then it's like, oh, okay, wow, she loses. Also so cute. I like her makeup. I'm into that weird shit. You wonder why, like, oh, I like what she does weird. Like, what's wrong with you weirdos? This is why you're weird. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Gunther defeats Madcap Moss. Literally, the crowd did not care for this match. I just saw this. This is kind of funny. The crowd literally turned on this match. They did not give a fuck about Madcap. Madcap was like, you know, I overkill. You know, you guys didn't expect it. You guys didn't care anyway. You know, I don't care. I'm gonna do what I can and whatever. And then Emma's like, oh, you don't worry. You gotta do, I don't know, some bullshit. The guy was trying to act like a tweener or something. Like, I don't know. It's like, wow. It's funny how legit the crowd turned on him. They literally fucking turned on him, which is kind of funny. And they did not give a shit kind of with this match. Like, they like Gunther and shit, but, you know. But yeah, this match, I didn't really give a fuck, I'll be honest with you. I did not care, because it's like, we kind of knew Gunther was going to win, right? But it would be stupid, like, why would Gunther lose to this guy? You know, there's not really no heat, no story, so it's like, whatever. What's the match with SmackDown there? Karrion Kross vs. Rey Mysterio. Like, I mean, you could have done this match again at the Chamber. You know? You could have done this match, done a different stipulation, something like, I don't know. Like, because again, pay-per-views are supposed to be the ending of feuds. You know? If you're gonna, like, continue, then you continue a little bit after the fucking pay-per-view. If you're gonna continue a feud a little bit, then you conclude in a big way, I guess. Like, look at fucking Shawn Michaels and Edge. One of, like, I guess a good example of a feud that if you're gonna end on a regular show, you, like, kind of, like, start their feud, like, they, you know, people thought, oh, their feud could conclude at the Rumble, but then they go on to have one more great match in a street fight. Shawn Michaels win that match, and that lead to fucking Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels. That's great, you know? I don't know, it's just my opinion, like, you gotta conclude things at the fucking pay-per-view. That's how you gotta do it. Anyways, let's also announce Ric Flair Jr. and Rhea Ripley face-to-face, who cares? And a Firefly Funhouse, where I'm gonna scare Lesnar or Wyatt. I'm gonna scare Lesnar or Lashley with my Fireflies. It's gonna be very scary, I promise you. And the main event, my iPad, don't turn off. In the main event, basically was just Sami Zayn. He came out to the fucking... I'm not gonna lie to you. This definitely gave me the vibes of Daniel Bryan. Like, again, I did not give a fuck much about Daniel Bryan back then. Even though I did, in terms of, like, I was like, you know, okay, I do get why people like Bryan, you know, oh, he's relatable, oh, you know, what a... You know, he's overcoming the odds, but just like it's become lame and just like, wow, these fans legit would go like they would go apes. They would legit ruin a show just because they don't see Bryan as the champion or whatever, you know. And it became. It's also like when the guy literally is proved to himself that he's really not that entertaining. The guy can't really cut a good promo. The guy is also very small, and not just that, he's literally the hero. Like he's literally a typical vanilla midget and shit like that, and only just the kicks. At least with Sami Zayn, I will tell you this with Sami Zayn, why I like it way better. I like this way better than the Daniel Bryan shit. I would say Sami Zayn has improved so much of his promo cutting. The guy can cut good promo. The guy actually, honestly, does more moves than Daniel Bryan would ever wish he does, and he's a better wrestler in my opinion. I think I enjoy more matches with the guy. I don't know. Actually, I kind of lie. I don't know. Just, I think there hasn't been a lot of great matches with Sami Zayn to like kind of. I mean, sure, him and Owens even were kind of good. Heck, I would say maybe he had a better WrestleMania. I liked him in Knoxville. Fucking A. You know, but at least like the guy, you know, he has a way better story with this, and this story is just way better because it's just like it's not gay. It's the storyline, the bloodline story just felt greater. It definitely helped you put on to care about Sami Zayn. It's just I hope the problem is I just hope they don't turn Sami Zayn into your typical indie bullshit wrestler. Like, oh, I'm happy to be here. You know how he was in NXT, how he was like back before when he joined me roster as a babyface. I hope they just basically turn into much like he's an experience. He's a guy like who hopefully you establish him to be like a badass babyface with his stature. Sure, he may not have the look, but then he could be like someone a cool babyface where he tries to he does whatever and shit. And hopefully, he just doesn't become like indie. You know, he's happy to be here. You know, obviously he got the gay smarts doing that. He had his old theme song back, which. I guess it makes sense for a baby face. I don't know. I can't really hate it because like it just like it kind of was kind of cool in a way because like wow, Sami Zayn like this they fucking love this guy and sure the story of Sami Zayn working with I do dig it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do dig it. And you know what? It's just the beauty of like the bloodline storyline. Why you kind of care? It's just obviously I wish like they had a segment with Sami Zayn and Roman. At least like maybe Roman came out. And obviously he would have gotten way booed. Like, but it would have been like legit great heat. I would have loved it like something like even like a face to face like before the pay per view. Like it should have done it even last week even. Just a face to face interaction like even like maybe just talking about the story like. Maybe even Sami mentioned, like, how I actually cared about y'all, but, like, you pushed me and shit like that, I don't know, maybe shoot from the hip, mention each other's families and shit, and make it more personal, driven-wise. That way it brings more intrigue to the fucking match. And, yeah. But, no doubt about it, the match will be fucking something tomorrow. It'll be something. I am looking forward to that match. I am looking forward to tomorrow, in a way. I do hope it's a good show. I mean, you do have, like, Lesnar and Lashley happening. You have Edge wrestling and shit. You do have to... I'm not really a big fan of the chamber matches, I'll be honest with you. It's called Elimination Chamber. I would rather, again, just bring back No Way Out. Like, why you gotta fucking do Elimination Chamber? Where you have to have a necessary chamber match and shit like that, You don't need to do that and shit, but whatever. It is what it is. But Sami Zayn, he comes out. He said this is gonna be, like, he addresses the he got fucking way like a lot of people loved him. A lot of people fucking loved him. Couldn't even fucking say anything. I guess because the crowd was that loud. That's why the fucking show, like literally throughout the show, you had like like muted noise. I guess because the crowd was too loud, and also they just chant "Holy shit" for some reason. It's like, you don't need to chant "Holy shit," guys, and you're ruining the show, and I can't even hear anything. So we missed a little bit what Sami Zayn said. He said, yeah, you deserve it, blah, blah. He finally, then basically what he said something in French, Canadian, like, you know, whatever. I guess something to pander to them, it's whatever. He says tomorrow night, like, you know, he said, like, everyone around this time of year, look at that WrestleMania, it's the important show, but in this case, tomorrow night's going to be important. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It's not going to just be about Sami versus Roman. It's going to be Sami and the entire city of Montreal versus Roman and the Bloodline. And he's going to fucking become the Universal World. And he said Roman is going down. I mean, I wish there was more, but I guess it's one of those examples that I guess less is more. Especially with the circumstances that it was Sami's coming home. It wasn't the worst thing, in my opinion. I just wish, like, you know, obviously, more build with the fucking feud, but it's like, I think they already done enough, I guess, you know. I just wish, obviously, you know, just imagine one segment, I think even a contract signing, if they had a contract signing, it would have been probably even a great contract signing with them. Just because of the story, you know? Well, let's do a contract signing with freaking Bianca and some bullshit bitch. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Overall, though, the show was pretty... But the thing is, the show was just kind of boring, though. I'll be honest with you. Not really eventful. So, it is what it is, you know? It wasn't really that eventful. That's what I have to say. The show was pretty boring. Not really a good show. Last week, I think it was like... maybe even like... Yeah, last week was kind of a way better show, definitely. But it's just... You know, they should... I mean, again, it shouldn't be like, oh, it's an appetite. No. The show should legit be good, you know? It should be good. Not it should be legit. Obviously, get you pumped for tomorrow. If you're going to do a show, it should not be half-assed. It should be like, you got things happen, you build... No matter what, Roman being there, you build it to something. Heck, a little brawl. I don't even care. A little brawl doesn't hurt. You fucking contract, brawl and shit, dribble, fucking whatever. Great story, great build. Some obviously matches with stories and shit, and fucking doing some badass shit. You know, yeah, hell yeah. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Shit like back in the day when wrestling was good. You know. I don't know. In the end of the day, the show was boring. You can't really change that. Let's see tomorrow is maybe it'll be worth because the show wouldn't be. But it's just like the show. It just you would enjoy the shows better if the weekly shows were good too. It can't just be the pay-per-views. But also look at the Rumble. The Rumble kind of sucked too. Obviously, people go remember the Rumble as like because you know oh the Bloodline and Sami Zayn split, which I get it. You know what that was great, but yeah, remember the show was kind of most part kind of sucked. But anyway, it is what it is, people. That's SmackDown for you. Rampage was... Who fucking cares? Fuck Rampage. Fuck it out of here, man. Cancel that shit. And yeah, Sami, you know... But, you know, people want Sami to win. I'm sorry. Listen, even if you're a Sami Zayn fan, it's just not believable for Roman to lose against Sami. I'm sorry. Just, no. Do I think Sami Zayn should be the fucking... Even a champion in the future? Maybe, like, in this case... Maybe, you know, in the future he could, but just in this case, the story-wise, and obviously, like, really, you want to see Cody versus Sami at Mania? Nah. I mean, obviously, if they didn't care much about, oh, Roman's fucking historic title reign, then you could always, like, sure. Wow, imagine if they do something, like, if Sami does beat Roman. I mean, if it didn't matter that Cody was fucking, you know, whatever. Obviously, I would have liked it way better if this was happening at Mania. You know? That's why, like, it just would have been so much better. Why couldn't this happen at Mania instead? Then I would have been okay. I mean, you could always do some bullshit that, oh, Sami beats Roman and then Roman wins, but, like, you wouldn't want to do that when already Roman has had this historic title reign. Like, that would have not been a problem back in the day when wrestling. Imagine, because, like, if you remembered, stuff like Austin losing their Angle at a pay-per-view, and then winning 2 weeks later to, like, build up to, like, I guess, you know, Austin being the champ again, and then you're going to have to unify the titles and shit with the with the WCW title back in 01. You know, like, look at that historic moment when Angle won his hometown. I don't think they're going to do that now. They shouldn't really because, you know, again, it's the historic towering Roman, you know? But again, that would put over Sami still, regardless, because, you know, just the fucking... it's like the Bret Hart 1, 2, 3 kid effect, you know? You make the guy who falls short, put him over more that he's, like, he's hungry, you know? He's struggled, but, you know, he looked like $1 million, as they say. Overall, I don't... we'll see what happens. Oh, well, they might turn triple threat. I don't know. But in the end of the day, I would not even give a shit if they turn into triple threat. You know, if they're gonna fucking ruin Batista for us, then you know what, fuck it. I hope they ruin it for Cody. I don't care. Do it a triple threat. But then, like, what they're gonna do with the tag titles, right? Which I guess it would not even be a bad idea. If you're gonna do that whole tag title shit, that's also kind of intriguing too, you know? So... honestly, maybe, yeah, keep it one-on-one, but obviously I do think Reigns should just win at Mania regardless. You know? Because that really, who the fuck was he Cody Rhodes fucking as champion besides Marks or, you know, I don't think Sami not at the moment. I do think it's still a pretty smarky idea. And plus, like, I'd like Sami, don't get me wrong, but just not. Because it's not believable in that sense, you know? Alright, that's not the same people. That's my review. Till next time, peace out. I'm Secure. Get your games calling. Miss Go shit. And all your Canadian chicks, how you doing? Y'all invite my big black house. You like my poutines? I like my potato chips and shit. But you know, we got my Coca-Cola. So, you know, hey, what's going on? Till next time, peace out. Bye.